no tools, no money, no job, flat tire, needed to make ends meet, couldn't do it. Wouldn't it be nice if I had a shop full of tools, you know, and then I thought about winning the lottery or robbing a bank or both, you know, that sort of thing. Through the years, I would accumulate more tools, but still didn't really have the dream. And everybody said to me, dude, you can't teach your customers what you do. You're gonna throw your business out the door. And I was like, well, you know, I guess that's a good idea. And I just get back and mill about and continue working.
I grew up with dirt bikes as a kid, and I was always like hands deep with my dad, like you know, turning wrenches. And I think when I got to Canada, I was 18, and I bought my first bike and just started touring around. That's kind of how I met Paul.
And that's when it really came together. You know, I think that's when he said, "Look, let's get a big shop. Let's make this happen." And this was the first time anyone had ever taken my dream seriously.
Yeah, we just kind of collaborated.
The stuff that we didn't have the money for, the stuff that we had to save money on, we literally got on our cars and went opposite directions, and we trawled the back alleys. We found tons of shit in the garbage, people just throwing stuff away. We're like, we'll take that.
It was definitely like a scramble to make it look like a shop, you know?
We faked it a lot.
When you come here, you're right in the middle of the action. Like, there's no screens, there's no doors. You can come up, you can like watch us working on bikes, you can ask us questions. And you pretty much like have that like one-on-one with your mechanic.
Parts, accessories, all that stuff available to you there. Everything's here. Everything that I have, you have.
For the things that you don't understand, for the things that require special tools, welding, machining, torque wrenches, etc., we'll assist you with that. And if you feel like you want to have a go at it, we'll give you the tools, and you can chop your stuff in half, light it on fire. It makes no difference to us, really. Well, it does, but
I think like a mechanic or a technician thinks from like the inside out, like they're concerned about how it works, versus like a consumer, like how it looks, how it feels. And like just bringing those two disconnects together, we've been brainwashed into thinking that new is better, and like we're teaching that old is just as good, and old is not necessarily unreliable. You know, like it's this kind of awakening for some people that they're like, oh, you know, my bike's old, I'm gonna go buy a new one. But we kind of teach them, you know what, your bike's great. It's not gonna let you down if you just do these like basic repairs. Once they kind of get their hands deep, they want to get elbows deep. You know, they see things in bikes. They're like, you know, I've never realized what this does, but I know it's kind of crucial. And so they're like, you know what, today there's nothing wrong with my bike. I just want to rip it apart to see. And that's super cool. Like we have so many good customers who they just want to learn.
You don't know who you're working next to. You don't know if they're a doctor, if they're a welder, if they're a machinist, if they're an engineer, a lawyer. And that's the best part about it, is it's from all walks of life come here to work on their bikes.
We found this round piece of wood in the garbage, and we're like, this is going to be our table. And you know, we rolled it in for the first time, and as we sat around it with all these chairs that we found in the garbage, people just started coming around, and then we would just start talking about, oh, we got this bike, and we got that bike, and this problem, and that problem. All of a sudden, it kind of became this sort of ritual that every day at noon, it was like, all right, let's sit down, let's have lunch together, let's talk.
Many times, people come in here not even to fix stuff, they just want to be around. They just want to be in the shop to just do stuff, you know, find out how it works. We have everything that a person who wears a suit can ride in here on their motorcycle, get into one of these monkey suits, get filthy dirty, fix, repair, replace, install something new, flashing, whatever, take off the monkey suit and ride right back out here in the same suit that they rode in on. And that, I think, is what the currency that we cash in on. We need those bad. Oh, see? That's what happens when you leave that shit on the bench. You left that shit on there, and I got this muck on my arm, and I was like, who does that? Who leaves this shit? Finally. Honestly, yeah. Bollocks, it's complete bollocks.